Hi, welcome back. Have you ever heard of a book about words? Now, all books have words in them. Well, picture books don't, but most books have words in them. The dictionary is all words, a book about words. Well, this story is a book about a lady named Lexi. She is a word wrangler. Now, when we hear the word wrangler, we think about a cowboy. A cowboy who will take, or a cowgirl, who will take their rope or lasso and rope up the cattle. That's kind of a word that means wrangling or being a wrangler. But Lexi, our friend in this story, is a word wrangler. So not only is she a good cowgirl and she can round up the cows, she can round up words too. Oh, just think of the possibilities and fun that Lexi can have. This book is by Rebecca Van Slyke and it's illustrated by Jessica or Jessie Heartland. All right, let's learn more about Lexi and her rope tricks. After she became a very proficient cow wrangler, Lexi discovered she could be a word wrangler. Here are some examples of her tricks. She discovered, can you see these little pictures? She discovered she could take corn and the word bread, corn and bread, and rope it into, look at this word she made, cornbread. She put two little words together and made a big word, and we call that a compound word. It's made of two smaller words. She's so good at it, she took a stick of butter and a pesky little fly, wrangled them up, and made a butterfly. Wouldn't that be a fun talent to have, to make words out of other things or other letters? Well, let's see what else Lexi can do. Oh, she's having so much fun with her new talent and just making all kinds of words like longhorn, long and horn. That's a type of cattle. And of course she would like that word because she's a wrangler or a cowgirl. Things were going great with Lexi's new talent until one day she was going to tie around her neck a special kind of cowgirl scarf called a bandana. But she discovered a problem. Somehow, one of the letters had disappeared. And instead of a bandana, Lexi had a banana. The D was missing from her word. Could one little letter make that much difference and turn her bandana into a banana? You betcha. If you leave out the D, you don't have a bandana anymore. Then things got even worse. She was out walking in the rain with her pet, and she heard that there was a beautiful rainbow. So she looked up in the sky, and this was all she saw. Someone had taken the rain away from rainbow, and now there was just a bow in the sky. How strange. Who could be doing this? Could someone be playing tricks on Lexi, the word wrangler? Wow, she's got to figure this out or things could be very, very bad. I just wonder how she stood it with that banana around her neck all day. Oh, things could go really bad. What if someone changes the longhorns and takes away the long, and they're just horns out in the field instead of longhorn cattle? Oh, Lexi, you better get on this problem really quickly and find out what's going on. And all my friends out there, I hope you will check out this book too. And maybe you can learn some tips on being a word wrangler yourself. Tricks you can play with words like taking the word star, mixing up the letters, and making the word rats. Oh, I hope that wouldn't really happen, changing stars into rats. Ooh! But there are all kinds of things that you can do with letters and making different words. If you try this, send me a letter and let me know what you came up with. Our last story today is one of my stories, and I don't think I've ever shared this with you on the book club, but I chose it today. It's called Fancy Nancy Apples Galore. Galore is just a fun word to say. It kind of sounds like Gloria, like someone's name. But apples galore would mean you have a bunch of apples. If you have galore of something, you have plenty and probably enough for everybody to have some. So let's see what's going on in this book, Apples Galore. And there I am on the cover holding an apple basket. This is going to be a fun day at my school because my class is going to the orchard. An orchard is like a garden of trees, and there are apples galore. And here's my school bus. Here's my teacher, Miss Glass, with all of us. Here's the worker at the orchard that we're going to watch. And this orchard is being so nice to us. We have to take really good care of the orchard. We can't climb trees, Miss Glass says, and we have to not bend the branches to harm the trees. But the orchard workers are going to let us each pick a whole basket of apples. Oh, there are so many. Now, my friend Lionel, you've heard about him from other stories. Somehow on this trip, he just got the idea he was going to be the funny guy. On the bus, he started with my teacher, Miss Glass. He pretended he was going to be sick. He was going, scared Miss Glass to death, and she had to scold Lionel. Scold means she probably had a face that looked like this, and she might have been doing her finger like this, saying, Lionel, that's not funny. Then at the orchard, Lionel pretended he was being stung by bees. Ow, 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 he was screaming. What a rascal he is. There wasn't a bee around that we could see. But the worst thing Lionel did, he forgot what Miss Glass said about do not climb the apple trees. There are plenty of trees or apples close to the ground. I just have to show you this picture so you can see what Lionel did anyway. I love the way Robin Price Glasser drew this picture. You know, she's my illustrator. Well, here I am on the ground looking up, and Lionel is up in the branches of the apple tree. If you think he got scolded for pretending to be sick, what's going to happen when Miss Glass sees him up in that tree? What will the orchard people think? The owner of the orchard, will he say no kids can ever come back here with their school in a bus ever again? I don't know, but I have a feeling Lionel is going to have some consequences that he is not going to like. Consequences, that's a fancy word that means sometimes things happen because we do something to make them happen. And the consequences might be wonderful, but in this case, they might not be so fun. I think you'll enjoy Apples Galore, and I think you will learn not to be like Lionel, and you need to be nice, and when you're on a field trip, have all your manners showing. Don't leave any of them back at school. These are our books for today, and they all have Fancy Nancy's stamp of approval. I hope you come back and join us next time on the Fancy Nancy Book Club. I'll be out there hunting for some new books to share, and let me know if you like some of the books I've shared, and let me know what you want me to pick out at the library. I might be finding some books about the time of year, or maybe some fairy tales, or what about I don't know. You'll just have to tune in to see. So keep reading, let me hear from you, and until next time, au revoir!